On this episode, I talk about failure and motivation. Draw my lifestyle. This story is going to start where I find a lot of people's stories kind of start, and that's in high school. In high school, I played basketball. Well, I was on the team. I saw the floor, but I was kind of in the corner on the bench. I really wanted to prove my worthiness. I wanted to prove that I was valuable to the team. My senior game, I was so excited. I started for the first time ever. At guard, number 11, Tiffany Tyler. But after 1 minute, I was taken out and back on the bench to watch everybody else play. Minute after minute went by, and before you know it, we're in the fourth quarter, and I never went back in. I sat on the bench while we killed the team. Like, we blew them out. We were up by like 20 points. And I sat and watched the other seniors make that happen. My whole family was at that game. And I sat on the bench the entire time. And when it really hit me, at the end of the fourth quarter, I kind of started to do this thing that I don't do very often, where this water started sort of, I don't know how you say, compiling in my eyes and dripping out. Some people may call it crying. Yep, I bawled like a baby. I was so devastated that night. Unfortunately, after 17 years of life, that game pretty much summed up what I thought I was. A failure. For 5 full years, year after year, I did things to prove myself to everyone around me. I wanted to show people that I mattered, that my name was not Failure Tyler. The idea was that I would never sit on the bench again, that I would never let that happen again. I would never become second best. I would always be first. I would always play in the game. And so since then, that's been my goal. My original idea was that other people would not control my life. But instead of going to the opposite direction of that, I actually went right into it. Because all these things that I did, all of it boiled down to what other people thought about me. It was all to prove them wrong, not for me. I realized in the last few months that I can never do that. It's just not possible to make everyone around you happy, to make everyone understand you. It's not possible. And me moving from Florida was me moving to discover myself, to get away from the voices of the people that have surrounded me my entire life, to finally understand and listen to the voice inside of me. When you're following your passion, when you're following your dream, I think it's very important to discover what you want outside of worldly motivations, outside of money, outside of family, outside of anything that is physical. What do you want? What do you define as success? What's going to bring you happiness? What's going to bring you joy? Because trying to please other people, it's never going to happen. And so if I can help anyone else and save anybody else 22 years of this kind of suffering, that's what I'm going to do. I just want to let you know that your journey is unique, and no matter who's around you, your motivation has to come from within. So thank you for listening to my high school nightmare, and hopefully I helped anyone else who may have gone through what I've gone through in the last 22 years. On the next episode, I talk to you guys about Paris and LA. I know you don't know what that means yet, but you're really gonna like it. Trust me. Oh, and don't worry, I can do this virtually. Please subscribe. Back then I had braids. I don't know how to draw braids. I'm just gonna It's gonna make my hair look like that. All right. That's kind of weird. Ugh.